between the Canes and the Noles, once upon a time, barely noticed outside the state of Florida. But those battles in the 80s and the 90s put both programs on the national map, made both of them champions, and we are lucky to have another showdown between these two today. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Canes will kick it away to start. And he's coming out of the end zone. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So Florida State's offense will go on the attack first. In a series that's been defined by close games, the last meeting was not that as the Canes blew them away.
They jumped out all over the Noles early in that game. They kind of established that rhythm and swagger. And David, you know, when this team gets the swag and they start feeling themselves, it's ball game. It's over.
When they get it going and the talent they have, they always have upper-end talent on their teams. It's just, can they meet that talent? Can they exceed it sometimes, occasionally? They were up for Florida State a year ago. Let's see if Florida State can return the favor.
Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. The Hurricane offense will get its first crack at it now. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country, and how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance today.
3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Looking downfield, it's Cooper. This time he's got it. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. The play action fake. Here's the pressure. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Hurricanes line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Trying play action. The short hands, it's Gibson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Noles will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
They shut him down immediately. They tried to pop the fullback loose and no running room there. It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Cooper. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Canes will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. And now the offense will come onto the field again. From the gun, running back gets to give. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll go right back to the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Seminoles will punt it away on 4th down. They'll look to pin him deep. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Sticks it in his belly. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. 1st down here for the offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Moore. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. The Hurricanes getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's on target and complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Got it behind the line. It's Gilbert. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Back to throw. It's Cooper. Hauls it in. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that 1st quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Florida State. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn it on the Jets, making the big play.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Man, we've been anticipating this top 15 matchup all week. Let's show you how things are playing out. Tennessee is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Neyland and Fulmer and Majors, this has not been a blowout today in Knoxville. They're up by 7 over Alabama. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Moore. Bust through behind his pad. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw, it's Cooper. Makes the catch. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Makes the grab. It's Allen. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. 2nd down. They'll go to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Pitts. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. They just keep firing. Grabbed in the middle. It's Allen. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. Completes it in the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Canes come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Allen. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. They'll send the tight end in motion. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. That's reeled in. It's Gilbert. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Cooper. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Canes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Fullback's got it. They stop him in his tracks, tried to sneak that fullback loose, and nothing doing. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Miami!
And you love giving it to the big boy right near the goal line, plowing ahead. You know he's going to put 2 hands on the football, lower his shoulder. 2nd and goal. You don't need 3rd and goal, thanks to the big fella.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he puts through the extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Here comes the heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The Seminoles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking for a physical physical attack from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the Seminoles will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking for a man, it's Cooper. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Give to the big fullback. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He lobs one high down the left side. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Canes! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. The Seminoles want to crank the tempo. Looking downfield on first down. Throwing right. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Now adjusting. He's going to take off. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Noles are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he's got some space. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. To the air on first down. Finds his man. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Fires complete on the crosser. And he's still running after the move. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Bringing the heat. And down he goes. Tried to pick his way free, but the defense stops him behind the line.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a 2nd down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Dumps it off in the flats. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The offense burns his third and final timeout of the half. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Looking for the goal line. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go here for the Noles and Canes. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between Miami and Florida State plays out.
And the Seminoles will kick it away to start the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Hold and fire complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Back to throw, it's Cooper. Took a shot as he threw. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Grabbed over the middle. It's Pitts. And that one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. They'll power it inside with the fullback.
Well, that's just on the defense. I'm sorry. Fullbacks are not supposed to be able to rip off big runs like that. The defense, they better do a better job tackling as this game goes on.
A strike downfield. Turning it on. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. The give to the fullback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Running back searching for a hole. He is going nowhere as the defense is manhandling this running game. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Gets it out fast. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. Splits the uprights. Good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Makes a man miss. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. The Seminoles can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. The give on the inside. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Now the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4. When you've already set your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Seminoles will punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. No fair catches here, looking for room. And the returner will be dragged down. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
And the Hurricanes come to the line in the hurry-up. That kind of play is just vintage Hurricane receiver play.
I mean, big-time playmakers on the outside. The list is long for Miami, but finding those elite speedsters down in the state of Florida, it's not a hard job.
Give to the fullback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. To throw, it's Cooper. Finds his big tight end. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Canes are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man downfield. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Got his man quickly. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll go to the fullback. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Hurricanes! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. The Hurricanes continue to gain strength, and they have built a lead on the Noles.
I think that speed from Miami is really starting to show itself here in the football game, and it just doesn't look like Florida State at this point, David, can keep up with all that athleticism.
Speed and swag, they got it going now. They got the confidence going, and when Miami gets the confidence going, it is tough to beat. Florida State's going to have to make something happen and make it happen fast.
Miami, 24, Florida State, 7.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
They'll give it to the back. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So 1st down will open up the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's complete to the right. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. And the Noles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the 43. Leaves it with the back. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Seminoles back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Got room to work. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the fourth quarter, you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this one.
Using the quick game. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. Here's a heat. He's got him. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. He'll go to the sneak.
The defense just can't seem to find a way to get off the field. That time, QB sneak for the first down. They need a turnover or something to try to generate some momentum.
Wide out trying to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. They're going to run it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And they'll try to bite a chunk out of this lead on third and goal. He'll sneak it. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. Now down 2 touchdowns, 24-10.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The returner will field it and bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Going for the big play. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. Punt is on its way. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. It's complete. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds a man in the middle. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start off offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quick strike complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. He caught it. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. A first down run in the red zone. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. The Knowles racing to the line in a hurry-up. Second down, he'll throw it. Under fire. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Knowles! Having a playmaker like that can get the offense out of just about any situation.
And no doubt, he can roll right, he can roll left, he can do whatever he wants and buy time and throw the football, but you have to defend everything. You have to defend pass, you have to defend run, and you have to defend plays that aren't even called. So good luck stopping this cat.
How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. Wants to go up top. And they're not on the same page there. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Trying play action. It's complete on the right side. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Cooper. He rifles one deep down the middle. He's got it on the outside. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Give to the fullback. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The give to the big fullback. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Hurricanes are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man, it's Moore.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
The give to the fullback. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Run it with the fullback. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Wants to go up top on first down. He's taking the deep shot. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense. You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Sets up the screen. Jukes his way for more.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
And the Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. 3rd down play from the gun. Fires to the tight end. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. Defense playing a bail technique. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And that is no good. My goodness, you need those field goals, guys, to cut into that deficit. We're still at 11.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Takes the knee, and the perfect season is still alive. A rivalry defined by wide rights, wide lefts, mascot arrest went right down the middle, and a well-earned victory for the Miami Hurricanes. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.